All right. What is your full name, and can you spell it for me?
My name is Salmon Aristides Villalta Aragon. It's spelled the first name Salomon. My middle name is Aristides. My last name is Villalta, and then Aragon is my second last name, or my mother's
Nice meeting you.
name. Nice to meet you.
No, definitely. Can I got a question for you. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
All right. Were you born here?
No, I was not. I was born in El Salvador,
Okay. In what part of El Salvador?
in the capital, San Salvador.
All right. Cool, cool. What made you decide to come to the United States?
Several factors actually became a reason as to why I decided to come here. I was 17 years old, soon to graduate from high school. A lot of turmoil in terms of civil war going on in the country at the time, and not a great deal of opportunities for a teenager looking into college, but then a lot of different political conflicts. And about a year prior, my parents had obtained a legal resident alien status in the United States, and by default, because I was under 21 years old, I automatically fall into the same. So I had a legal resident alien here, so the opportunity became available, and I basically took it and decided to come up in 1984 when I was 17.
Awesome. Can't drink though. Can't drink when you came to the United States, right?
Well, when I came here, I was 17 years old, but in 1985, I became 18, and at that time, the legal drinking age was actually 18. It soon changed to 21, but I was grandfathered in, so I still was able to actually buy beer and alcohol.
Lucky you. Look at that. Our next generation, we can't even drink. We gotta wait till we're 21. Look at that. All right. Now, becoming a U.S. citizen, was the procedure difficult at all?
The procedure is, first of all, you have to be a legal resident alien for a minimum of 5 years before you can even apply for a legal U.S. citizenship. So once you are 5 years legal resident alien, which is most common, people know it as having a green card. The card is actually not green, but
Right.
it's a long story as to why they call it that way, going back to the 60s and 70s. But once you have been in this country for 5 years as a legal resident alien, then you can apply for a U.S. citizenship. Once you apply, it takes a period of time between 6 months and a year before they call you in. At that point, you hold an interview with an immigration agent. The interview, it varies in so many different factors, from U.S. history, government, etc. It basically gives you an idea as to what the topics of discussion are going to be, but it's related to the United States. And then after that interview is held, you are then notified probably 3 to 6 months later whether you have been approved, and at that point you do go, actually are given a court date where you go in front of a judge, and in front of a judge you are actually sworn in as a U.S. citizen.
Were you nervous about going through this process?
Not at all.
No?
Not at
Were you
all.
excited?
It wasn't about exciting, it wasn't about being fearful. The way that the process began for me, I have a cousin who was working at a time where a subcontractor for the government. What this subcontractor for the government was is, order processing or data processing, just work processing, that kind of scenario. But the contractor had a new opportunity as far as a contract from the government that required a more restricted security clearance, and non-U.S. citizens were not allowed to work under that contract. My cousin was not a U.S. citizen, so he decided to become a U.S. citizen in order to maintain his employment, in order to actually have these opportunities. And he asked me to come along and join him, and while I was there, I filled out an application with him.
That's awesome.
It was really never my intention, but while I was there, I just decided to do it.
Like an El Salvadorian James Bond type deal. right? With the clearance levels.
Not necessarily.
No. Okay. Do you have dual citizenship? A dual citizenship actually in the United States and El Salvador?
It's not a dual citizenship per se. It is actually I'm a U.S. citizen, and I am naturally a citizen of El Salvador. So if I were to go back to El Salvador, I don't have to apply for a visa so I can visit the country because I was born there, but I do travel with my U.S. passport.
Cool. All right, we're going to wrap this up with one last question. In 10 to 20 years from now, due to U.S. customs and security measures, do you think it's going to be different or heightened in any way?
I couldn't say. As I explained the process, how it goes, you have a period of time. I don't feel the U.S. government is more concerned to tighten up the reasons as to why someone will become a U.S. citizen. Because if you remember, you actually have to be a legal resident alien for 5 years.
Right.
And so you are already, legal to be here. And at that point, to become a U.S. citizen has greater benefits for you. Politically, it has a lot of benefits because now you're able to vote. As a U.S. resident, you're not able to vote. So I don't perceive to be more difficult, actually, 10, 20 years from now when it comes to that process. Immigration laws are a little bit more different in order to become a legal resident alien. That can have a lot more effect and change in the future.
All right. Thank you so much, Sal. Thank you for coming in and answering my questions. You have a good day now, all right?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Thank you.